never thought the advert songs were political. I didn't really try and steer away from writing political songs, so I thought it was like a bit corny somehow, and I connected political songs with political parts. That was the trouble when I first went off writing songs like the adverts. I mean, like now, 35 years later, I'd say, well, when I look back at those lyrics, they are political lyrics. Well, I don't want to be connected with this party or that, you know, I don't want to be restricted. So it was really about ideas. It's all about ideas, actually. It still is ideas. And so I steered away from political writing. I thought I was steering away from political writing. I mean, the thing is, it's about social, you know, and your life is, you can't get away from it. Political things that happen to you from the government, you know, and what you're right is your experience being on this planet, you know, where loads of governments sort of control how your life goes. So as long as you're writing real, you're writing political stuff, want to or not. You know. No, I hated manifesto songs.
But they're still political, just by...
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the thing is about, you know, particularly when you have this self-consciousness. You just write and you don't have any idea where it's in. You know, if it goes into category or that category. You know, and actually I love bands like MC4 something who were writing the political. You know, they were doing thing. I thought, yeah, you know exactly where they're from. They're making a statement that's right for where they were from at the time. But as a kid, like, you know, a teenager in London, or growing up in Devon, in West Country, moving to London in '76, I didn't have the right to say anything about politics. I didn't understand politics. I don't know what's going on. I was writing my life, you know, and really that's still what I do. I write about life, but what your is the influence. You know, there's lots of influence coming in, and as soon you're just trying to have a clear, you know, and that is policy. Yeah, I mean, for me the change happened when I called Cheap in the late 80s, and that, like, Margaret was why I started political stuff, really, because I saw the direct connection between what a government is and the effect it has on the, you know, and I think Margaret had changed, you know, well, you know, the Tory party changed the way British people were. I really think huge sea change when policies, you know, and then this whole kind of greed, you know, and be better than, you know, calling, you know, jump each other's back to get your bit of the share. That's when I really got the thing started happening. So I wanted to say something about, and I wrote this song called Third, and back then with Cheap, about how she was using her power to get elected again for the third time. You know, everyone said we hate Thatcher. No, we wouldn't vote for her, but she got elected. And so I thought the only reason she's getting elected whenever is because she convinced people through the media and through her personal fire of the way she's using the party to gauge the country. The only way she's getting in is because they're actually scared of the alternative. She swayed us through that media manipulation that there is an alternative. That's what she said. There is no alternative. Of course there's the alternative. You know, there's always an alternative. Yeah, so I guess that was this one, and then I was raged by kind of the Iraq situation. Then I wrote Not in My, you know, quite a long time later. That was my real political song, but mainly why it is comment. You know, the way I think it's my life and the way it affects the lives of the people around me. very interesting, and you know, that was a very interesting subject to write about, because you saw that there was no difference between the parties. They were all centre right, you know, and they were all, you know, the kind of greed of politicians and way they, well, it was the same, exactly the same as, you know, put forward in a way, and it still is. You know, there's an elite, they're manipulating the system so that they keep what they've got, and as long as the status quo remains the same, then they keep, you know, they keep our share of the cake, basically. And statistically, we know under Labour the gap between rich and poor got bigger. How does that happen? Is that about the so-called Workers' Party can't even used to tip that balance? You know, it's clear. It's the political system is a crock. You know, you're being given it between three bad things. You know,
Yes.
and it's undermining democracy. Invited me. That's my thoughts on it. They invited me. I'd have a couple of words to say about that. You know, yeah. What? It's just pathetic. Pathetic. To think that they're inviting Noel Gallagher into number 10 makes him cool. It's pathetic to think that David Cameron claims. Oh, who is he claims something like?
Eating Rabbits is his favourite song.
Which one?
Eating Rabbits is his favourite.
Did he say that? Well, Labour corporates are dead, you know, I mean, they wouldn't, it's not even an issue because they wouldn't, I mean, taking myself as an example, which is the only example, they would never ask me, they never, you know, they've got music business had nothing to do with 30 years, you know, and quite understand why, because their values are not my values, you know, and we have nothing to each other with, and so, no, if tomorrow, whatever biggest record company in the world, no idea what they're even called anymore, came to me and said, we're going to, you know, put out your record for making hundreds of thousands of copies, say, yes please, I'll have some of that. Let's get my message out there. But we know that's not going to happen. The whole paradigm between what they're doing is totally different. It's never happened. It's a fake quest because we know that won't happen. But if they did, I'd say, yes, you know, my message is better. Your message, I'll ride on the back of you.
Yeah.